Good morning. Let me introduce myself. I am Professor Mohan Pandurang Saravade, Head of the Department of Physics. First of all, I welcome you in the BSc first year class. Before going to start the syllabus, let me talk about the pattern of the syllabus. In BSc first year, you will have 3 optional subjects, one compulsory English and one second language. Physics is one of the 3 optional subjects. There are 5 papers for BSc first year physics. Up to 12th class, you had annual pattern. For BSc class, you have semester pattern. So for BSc first year, there will be 2 semesters, BSc second year 2 semesters, BSc third year 2 semesters. For BSc first year, you have 4 physics theory papers, 2 papers for first semester, remaining 2 theory papers for second semester. You will have only one practical paper. Practical paper is annual. For the whole year, we will conduct the practicals of physics and the exam will be taken annually. As I told, there are 2 theory papers for first semester of BSc first year. Paper number 1, Mechanics and Properties of Matter. This will be taught to you by my colleague Pawan Kachwe. Second paper, Mathematical Physics. I am going to teach you mathematical physics. Before going to start actual teaching, let me tell you something about this syllabus. Every theory paper will be for 40 marks. 10 marks will be for CA, continuous assessment. It means that one paper will be of 50 mark. One theory paper will be of 50 mark. Out of 50, 10 marks for continuous assessment, assignment, internal test, etc. 40 marks for theory examination. This theory examination is known as end semester examination, ESE, end semester examination. There will be 4 units, 4 chapters in paper 1 as well as in paper 2. Due to this novel COVID-19, first semester of BSc first year is late. We are starting very late. There are two possibilities. If COVID-19 subsides as early as possible, we shall meet for the physical classes. We shall meet in the classroom, and there will be face-to-face teaching and interaction between the students and teachers. If this COVID-19 does not subside earlier, we have to meet for online classes. Most part of physics is mathematical, and therefore board teaching is compulsory. Physics teacher has to write on the board various mathematical equations, derivations, different figures. For this purpose, we need board teaching. So I will go for board teaching when I will teach you paper 2 mathematical physics. There are two ways of conducting examination. If this COVID-19 does not subside early, we complete the syllabus online. We will prefer online examination. In this case, you will have to solve 40 multiple choice questions. One question, 4 answers. Out of these 4 answers, only 1 will be correct, remaining 3 will be wrong. MCQ exam will be conducted for all the subjects, all the papers, if this COVID-19 is continued. If it subsides, then there will be offline exam. For offline exam, MCQ pattern may or may not be there. If MCQ pattern was not there, the exam will be long question answer examination. It will be for 40 marks per paper. Per paper, exam will be for 40 marks conducted by the university. 10 marks will be for internal assessment, that is continuous assessment CA. Okay. The pattern will be decided. Last time the exam was conducted such that there will be one question of 15 marks or 2 questions, 7 mark, 8 mark. Second question, 15 marks or 2 questions for 7 and 8 marks. Third question will be for only 10 marks. 15 plus 15 plus 10, 40. This was the pattern we used for conduction of examination of BSc first year, second year as well as third year. Depending on the condition in future, the pattern of exam will be decided. But you have to ready for the assignment and internal examinations for continuous assessment. Theory papers will be for 50 marks, 40 marks ESC, 10 marks CA. Practical paper will be for 100 marks. For practical also, if this COVID is continued, we shall use virtual labs for conducting the practicals. We shall make a WhatsApp group for physics students and we will upload video lectures for theory classes. For practicals, we shall make batches of 15 to 16 students, and there will be direct online demonstration of the practicals of physics. This is general idea about the structure of BSc Physics course. As I told you, I am going to teach you second paper of physics, mathematical physics. This has 4 units, as I told. First unit is complex variables. Second unit about vector analysis. Third unit about partial differentiation. Fourth unit about Fourier series. I am not going to read the whole syllabus. I will send you one PDF copy of this syllabus on the WhatsApp group. Actually, I will send you the PDF copy of whole syllabus of BSc First Year Physics on your WhatsApp group, so that you can go through the whole syllabus of BSc First Year Physics. There is no need to go through this syllabus. This is the syllabus for second paper. As I told, when we study physics, we need mathematics. Various concepts of physics, various theorems, and various things in physics are studied in terms of mathematics. Mathematics is actually the language of physics. To understand physics, to understand laws of physics, to understand hypotheses of physics, to understand experiments, and many other things, we need mathematics. The mathematics we need to study physics will be covered in this paper. Most of the fundamental part of the mathematics will be covered in this paper, so that you can use this knowledge of mathematics for better study of physics. Hope this introduction is sufficient. Let us start our syllabus. I don't know whether you have studied complex variables in 12th class. I assume that nobody of you studied this mathematics, although you might have studied this in 12th class. Let me assume that nobody of you knows this mathematics, because I want to make simple this mathematics, assuming that all the students of BSc first year are not studied mathematics in earlier classes. So I want to make it simple, more clear, so that you can understand each and every fundamental of the mathematics required to study the physics. Let us start with the chapter vector analysis. First chapter, first unit, we are going to start from second paper of physics is vector analysis. In vector analysis, we are going to start the first article, scalar. First article of this chapter is scalar. You have studied scalars and vectors in 11th and 12th class. Even you have studied scalars and vector in your school. When we work with physics, we do different measurements. For example, this is the board, height of the board, length of the board, area of the board. These are physical quantities. Height of the board is a physical quantity, length of the board is a physical quantity, area of this board is also a physical quantity. There are many physical quantities for which we need to do various measurements. Height of the board may be measured in millimeter, it may be measured in centimeter, it may be measured in meter, it may be measured in foot. Length similarly, millimeter, centimeter, meter, etc. Area, millimeter square, centimeter square, meter square, etc., etc. So when we talk of such different physical quantities, these physical quantities, these physical entities are primarily divided into two groups. First group is scalars. First group is scalars. What is a scalar? You are not here. Otherwise, someone of you might have told me what is a scalar. Now let me tell you what is a scalar. Scalar is a physical quantity. Scalar is a physical quantity which can be described completely by using its magnitude only. Scalar is a physical quantity which can be described completely using its magnitude only. Such quantities are known as scalar physical quantities or simply scalars. Scalars or scalar physical quantity is defined as a physical quantity which can be described completely by using only its magnitude. That physical quantity is known as a scalar physical quantity or simply a scalar. What are examples of scalar quantities? Height, scalar quantity. Length, scalar quantity. Distance, scalar quantity. Work, scalar quantity. Speed, scalar quantity. There are so many examples. What you have to remember here? The physical quantity which can be described completely by using only its magnitude, that physical quantity is known as scalar quantity. And examples of scalar quantities are such as length, distance, height, mass, speed, etc. etc. These are the examples of scalars. I think this is sufficient for the first lecture. In the next lecture, we shall start the second article, vectors. Hope you got it. Thank you.